What is up? We are back. Been a minute, but we are here. May 10th. Getting ready for the summer tournament. Got a little bit of an early exit from the spring regional, just a little disappointing, but I think we can still make for a strong summer. I think this is where we catch up to... Actually, let me double check then, because I remember we ran into a practice game we cut off about a week early. Can't use that yet. Don't have rain in the forecast. Nope. Training schedules looks good. I feel like we're still fine. Yeah, he's just working on hitting. All right, let's do it to it. Got some strength. Oh, what did we lose there? Oh, our ground got a little worse. Spring regional to be held soon. Yeah, we screwed up at the local level. That's what I get for playing tired. That's okay, we're going to come back with a vengeance in the summer. Koi, wow, what's he got going on? Good practice. Leading as captain, let's go. We will hit the bookstore. I think that gets us cards. Oh, can't do that yet. Catching. Yeah, that's fine. Fukudome's birthday. I think we saw that at the end of last time. Yeah, and Oshikara. Remember the back-to-back? What is going on, everybody? Happy Friday. Here for some coffee ball. That should be our practice game coming up in the first. Unless we still need to schedule it. Maybe we're that far back, I don't remember. I'm not going to take the negatives, so we will hit control and fielding. Let's just do that. What's manager got for us? Oh, yeah, okay, now we're scheduling the practice game. Kagurazaka Denko in East Tokyo. It's a mid-level school. Oh, we got 3 options. I messed that up. Meguro Industrial, a mighty, and Shimantaro Chamber of Commerce School, a prestigious. Let's just go mid-level because I want the win. I feel like we need a confidence builder. Literally the coffee stream. What we got now? Yeah, there are opponents mid-tier. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna get into it. We'll just run the normal lineup. Let's get back on track. I think we're on the road for this one. Ooh, they got the blue unis. I like I changed to that dark charcoal. I feel like it looks good. A little modernized. Oh, jeez. All right, I'm a little rusty. Oh, okay. All right, let's lock in. First game of the day. Didn't warm up. Okay. Sometimes I run like a home run derby or just like a practice before stream, but didn't this time. Ugh. And I feel like I haven't played this in a couple weeks, at least since late last week. Ooh, get down. Oh, no. This is what I've only been playing on stream lately. There we go. Yeah, just take the single. Still don't have speed. Hopefully our underclassmen can work on that. But I'm good to just overwhelm with base hits. Gets the job done. Oof, right through it. That's not good. Oof. Good pitcher. He's got some good movement. That late break is tough. We're not fast, so no use in pushing. Oh, get a foul. All right. Whew, that helps. Not good contact there. Ah, it's a great pitch. There we go. That'll score 2. Just make sure you get to second. Okay. There we go. We turned it around. Got a good inning out of it now. Fukuzawa's getting a little better. Drop? Nah. Okay. Chance, appreciate the like. Thank you very much. Still want to hear some MVP picks. Who we got for the WBC? Trying to work on that changeup. I feel like that'll be a great pitch once he like sharpens it. The low and in fastball. I'm gonna try to go fastball, changeup, slurve. See if we can catch him here. Oh, that hurts. All right, we'll see if we can go away. Still want to save that slurve for 2 strikes. Oh, no. All right, we'll go down and in. Oh, jeez. Take the sinker because it's a good pitch. Still want to save the slurve. Okay. Oh, appreciate the follow. Thank you very much. Welcome, welcome. There we go. Go up and in. Let's see if we can go down and in with the change, and then we'll go down and away with the sinker. See if we get that second strikeout. All right, we'll take a pop-up. That works. Really wish that changeup could be a good put-away pitch, but it's just placement for the righties. It's just not there yet. There we go. That's what we're looking for, and then we'll go down and away with the slurve. This is the put-away pitch. Oh, okay. Still got the third out. Well, yeah. Well, All right, a little 2-0 lead. There we go. Let's just maintain. So we get some chances up soon. That would have been a nice place to score. Oh, no, don't be giving up home runs. That hurts. What am I getting? A little lead so I can get some bullpen action. Oof. All right, let's see if we can get out of this and then maybe let him hit and then we'll call it. Yep, just like that. See if we can take him down with the slur. Ah! Come on. Oof. We're going to say last batter either way. Well, that's not good. That's not ace behavior. Oh, gotta get Fukudome reps. Go up and in. There we go. All right, that's fine. All right, well, hopefully this works all right. My main mic, for some reason, isn't connecting, so this is just through the headset, which is not good, but we'll at least finish this game, and then I'll see if I can fix it. Honest thoughts are, honest thoughts are, I love this game. This game is sweet. It plays different than the show. I don't know that it's necessarily better or worse. I think there are trade-offs on both ends, but I think it's a lot of fun. I think this high school manager mode is the best thing out there. I don't know if it's free or not, just because I bought this a year ago on the Japanese PSN. So yeah, I don't know like if it's gone free or not on that store. Japanese Pro Team. No, these are fictional high school teams, which is sweet. So like you create a team and you start off as like a really like an underachieving, and you take over as like the new manager to try to turn the team around. And it's really hard. Like you'll lose your first games no matter what. And so we're in the middle of year 2. We're going into the summer, which is the big tournament, like the big Koshin tournament. This is a practice game, like it's like a tune-up. But the cool thing is if you do well and you develop your players well, they can get drafted at the end of their high school career to the NPB teams, and then you can move those, like you can export them to either put them in franchise or career mode. What game is this? This is Professional Baseball Spirits 2025, the NPB licensed game. Alright, that should help with the static. So sorry about the audio quality. I don't know what happened to my studio mic. I checked it at the start of stream and we were working fine. Really? Oh, we got forced out at second. Guys are so slow. Jeez, we're gonna lose 2 games in a row. That's not good. Well, that helps. A big 2-out rally here. They are. We had one scored on us. We just don't have enough pop as a team. Like, we're still... we are a D-rated team, so we don't have a lot of pop. But, yeah, the other team was able to pull one off on us. Can you create a player and do they have a road? They do have, like, a road to the show. And that's what I was saying, too, is, like, you can actually export your high school players into the road to the show. Well, that stinks. I didn't want to lose first game of the day. We might go down a whole reputation level. Okay, we stay the same. That's good. Turn that up a hair. I kind of just made this game my niche just because nobody else is really playing it. And I'm more of a single player guy anyway, so like... I'm not like a Diamond Dynasty creator or anything like that, so... Or a PvP, and I feel like that's most of the show content. So I don't know that I'm really going to do much to show stuff. I'm actually debating on whether I get it right away this year. I got it last year, kind of with the intent of streaming it, and that just didn't really work out, so we will see. I also do a lot of retro gaming. I have a PS2 and a PS3 that I'll play on as well and do lives on. And not just baseball. Sometimes like I've done did a series on like what is it, the FIFA 2010 World Cup game on PS3. I've done some NCAA 13. I just got an old PES game, Pro Evolution Soccer. So I want to do some stuff with that, like with the old Master League, because being an old, like my era is like early mid 2000s soccer. That was like when I was the biggest fan of that. So like playing some of those, that era. I got some MVP 05 we could do. I actually have 05 and 06. I tried doing a little bit of 06, but man, that game is hard. We got another. We're just gonna do a so-so. We're gonna see if we can get a win. Those were 4 practice match options, and I took the weakest team just because I want to put a W on the board today. Oh yeah. So understanding-wise, I've got Google Translate up on my phone, and I just hold it up to the screen and translate. And then a lot of the menuing is kind of repetitive after a while, so you can kind of just memorize it. And a lot of stuff is color-coded, which is really nice. So like in training, like yellow is like pitching specific, blue is usually like hitting specific, green is fielding and endurance and stuff like that. So like I can memorize that and know what I'm doing. Positions are color coded, so like blue is catcher, yellow is infield, green is outfield, red is pitcher. So like I kind of just know what's going on there. A lot of the names come in kanji, so I have to change those. I adjust them to put them in alphabetical, which I think is like a must because you kind of have to know who your players are. And just in the sense of like, I could run it by the numbers, but it's a lot more fun to like have the connection. I find myself getting more emotionally invested in this than any other like sports management game. I think probably like Football Manager has a similar level, but like I've just never really got that one's a little too deep. I actually kind of like that the limitations in this are realistic. Because it is a high school, like you would only have so many resources. So it's not like you can like go out and get the best players. Like you kind of just have to get lucky that good players want to show up to your school. That hitting one. We can do movement. I'll run those. And yeah, like after I do a training plan, like it's just gonna tell me like the progressions, and it's nice that it gives me like the stat boosts and stuff. I can tell what's going on that way, just kind of generally, just have an idea. Okay, time for a practice match. Little redemption. Hopefully this one goes a little better and get some underclassmen in. Actually, it's only 3 years in Japanese high school. And what's crazy, so the very first one, your first season, you start in the spring, but the thing is they will quit the sport early because it kind of runs all year, sort of. There's like a few tournament seasons, and your third year, you could play 2 games with them. They'll play like the one first official game. It's a single elimination tournament. If you lose the game, which you likely will because they're not very good, those guys are just gone. You get one real game with them, and then they're done. Because they retire, like third years retire after the summer season, and then it's just underclassmen for the fall and like early spring. Oof. There we go. Oh, that's no good. Oh, the sound is great. Or do you mean like it seems cool? Like, because both are true. It's a very cool game, and like the presentation's awesome. That should score 2. Yeah, both. Exactly both. And this being a practice game, it's pretty low key. But in the when you get into official games, there's bands, like the cheering sections in the stand, and like there's music throughout. That's sweet. And then if you get into the really, really big games, like in tournaments, there's commentary. Like if you go all the way to Koshin Stadium. Yeah, the metal bats are awesome. He's got a good off speed. All right, well, got her 3. That's good. Oh, stacked it to 4. Oh, keep going, guys. There's like a default rules on how much I can play for manager mode. Yeah, it's a fun one. How do you get the game is through the Japanese PlayStation Store. So you have to have like a Japan account. It's not super hard. I don't know how to explain it like over stream, but if you like Google it or YouTube it, there's good explanations. It took me like 20 minutes to get it done. You just need like Google Translate. And I think like you can put in like a fake zip code or something and it's fine. But like an American credit card and a .com email address is plenty. And like you don't actually have to like change accounts on like PlayStation or anything. Like it just downloads to it and then you're just playing it from your, like I don't have to like switch anything between playing American games and this one. Let's see if we can get him put away with the slurve. Hate that I feel like our ace is regressing. Trying to figure out the controls are pretty simple because I mean it plays like a baseball game. Like there's a couple of differences like from the show, but it's so nearly the same, or at least functionally. Like it might be something might be a different button, but it works so similar. Like one big difference is like a power swing instead of it being a different button. It's like a switch. Like you press R1 to switch to power mode, or like to power swing. And then this one has like a pull swing and a push swing for away pitches, that which I like never really seem to use. Like base running is a different button, but it kind of functions similarly. So like some of it takes a little bit of getting used to, but I would say it's not that difficult. Menuing's a little tough. I just use Google Translate throughout, and then some of it becomes a little bit repetitive, so it's not so bad. Franchise mode I've stayed away from for that reason, just because I feel like there's got to be a lot more. Like I've kind of peaked in it, and because there's more like scouting and things like that, like that's a little bit difficult. But between this and like single player career is easy, and basically start off in this one. So my role, like the role playing of this is the high school manager, like the high school director. So like I head coach this high school team and players come in and out. But when they graduate, if they get drafted, you can export them into like the main game. And then like, so I have other saves where I've had really good players get drafted and then I'll play their career mode as like a single player with the guys that like I worked through high school. If you wanted more of a single player experience on the PS4 version, the 2019 game had, I'm glad we're winning this one, had single player like career high school, but it was only 1 year. Like you start in your third year of high school and then you kind of build up and then you can export that into what they call star mode, like their road to the show. And I'm assuming with this one now out, it's probably like dumb cheap on eBay. Because I think I got it for like 20-25 bucks like 2 or 3 years ago. 9 innings, but there is mercy rules. We'll make this his last batter no matter what. Bang. I did watch 100 Meters. I love 100 Meters. That's like one of the best movies I've seen in a while. Like full stop. Not even anime movie. I love that movie. I actually have a review of it on my page, and I've talked about it a decent amount. I love the exploration of like mental health and athletics, just of so many different perspectives. Like, so I play sports myself. Like I'm a competitive golfer, and I can see so many of different people that I know in real life in the characters in 100 Meters. Of like different perspectives of sport. Yeah, incredible film. Let's get Fukudome in there. Oh, thanks. Appreciate that. And thank you for the follow. Yeah, we'll let him hit. Hey, we got a home run. A few in Sim. I've never been able to hit a home run with this team by myself. Speed it up. How many pitches is he at? Yeah, he's running out of gas. 27. You need to get his stamina up. He's probably going to be starting next year. Glad I have more righties this season. I had way too many lefties. Yeah, and then like getting used to like getting around the language stuff. It's nice with pitch selection that it gives you you select by direction. So that makes it a lot easier. Like, I don't actually have to know exactly what pitch I'm throwing. I just kind of go in more by... Like, I don't know what his down is. It looks like maybe a forkball, because it's got a little bit of horizontal to arm side. But, like, I know it's a pitch that just goes down. And, like, I know he's got an away pitch. But, like, I don't know if it's necessarily a slider or a cutter. There we go. Glad I was able to get some freshmen in. Zero max. Not that I'm aware of. I've never made it to any. I think you can just keep coaching. Like, I want to do at least this series until I win a summer Koshin. That's like the big national championship. On another save before I started streaming, I did win a spring Koshin, which is at the same stadium, but it's an invitational. So it's like if you do really well in the fall, you can qualify. But there's only like 12 or 16 teams or whatever, so like it's not as much of a grind. And I think maybe I got a runner-up in summer Koshin once, but I never actually won it. Just because of the amount of games that you have to win in a row. Let's finish this off. Oh, get there. Ah. All right, we still got some room. Don't want to throw this. But I can throw in a stopgap if I need it. That's scary. So scary. All right, 2 strikes. See if we can get him. All right, good enough. Got it done. Yeah, I do too. And like, I don't mind like fictional games. Especially games, or I like the kind of combination once you've got like a school game where you have like a limited clock on your players. Because it's like the same thing with like NCAA football. Once you get past like the 4th year in your dynasty, you're playing with all fictional characters anyway. Yeah, like I don't actually necessarily need like the stars to enjoy it. Sometimes I almost think it's more fun without, because you get like the narratives of like these original players. We learned from their picture. That's cool. So I think I pick up a... I think it's a coaching skill, like something I can... makes my players better. Stack recovery day with the shop. Another practice match. Oh, okay, we're getting a choice. I thought we were like scheduling. So we have a prestigious and a strong. Is it just 2 options? Oh, 3 options. Prestigious, a powerful, and a mid-level. Don't want to bite off more than I can chew, so we'll take the mid-level. I feel like the jump from mid-level to strong is like the biggest jump. It gets to a point where like if you don't throw a perfect pitch, you're getting taken yard. 1700. Is that center field? No, that is catcher. Oh, defensive pitching. I don't know if I don't want to waste a slot for that. It's on sale. This is like consumable shop. Let's start rating. Before, but yeah, no, I would like to say I'm learning a little bit from playing, but no, like I'm at least glad I know like left, right, and middle for the outfield. Oh, this is a weird prompt. She asked if she could give me, coach, a massage. At least you get to say yes or no. You can say no, and the team is happy for it. It's the weirdest prompt in the game. Oh no, he failed his test. That stinks. Oh, it's Father's Day. Does that come out the same? Guess they celebrate the same day. That's fun. These guys have pro clones. That's not great. How do I read? Google Translate is my friend. I just hold my phone up to the... I hold up and read off of like Google Translate lens. That and like some memorization of like some of the menuing. Wish I could say I was fluent in Japanese, but not quite. This is on PS5. Yeah, looks more, what do we say? But then like the show, it's just different. Yeah, different's the best way I can describe it, because I feel like there's going to be like, people will find pluses and minuses on each side. I know some people don't love the gameplay in this. I don't mind it. Like, it is arcadey. I will 100% cop to that it is a very arcade. Like, it is a Konami game to the core, but I don't hate that. And like, I love the way the pitches look. Like, they are like kind of wild, like the amount of movement. But for I don't know. I find it more fun. Location to. I'm assuming, is that on Steam? Because well, for PlayStation, you had to like set up an account and buy it through like the Japanese store. It wasn't It wasn't too bad. Like, it's definitely friction. Like, I won't say it's, you know, easy, but it wasn't that difficult. And then, yeah, I'm assuming... I know it's on Steam. I would assume that one you probably have to use, like, a VPN. We'll go Sinker. I wish they would just localize it. It's too bad they don't realize there's a market for it, but... Because I know, like, Power Pros, they were localizing for a while. But even then, it wasn't the NPB version. It was like an MLB Power Pros. But I love that this game goes like all out with its RPG elements. But who knows? Maybe it'll come, because I feel like people are just kind of coming to the terms with the fact that, like, sports games and, like, sports gamers, it is effectively an RPG. Oh, way to go. We turned 2 on that. Let's go. You guys don't know how big that is, because we have missed those so many times. Do they have trouble? I don't believe so. I don't think he was on a roster when this one came out. I think he's in the last version, maybe, on, like, roster updates. Because if I'm not mistaken, I don't think Bauer played last year. I think he was the year before. Yeah, I mean, it would be nice. I just wonder if they feel like it would cost them too much to, like, translate it and, like, have an English localization. It's funny because you can actually select English as, like, a menuing language, so it's like a lot of the menu stuff comes up in English, but then none of the actual, like, gameplay stuff. Oh, Racecar, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Is he back on the base? Because I feel like he missed time. I don't know. Not that I'm, like, a fan or have followed him, but I remember, like, looking into the rosters just to see if he was there because I was curious, and he was. So I feel like maybe he's, like, gone back and forth. Did not have to have a VPN, just had to have a Japanese PSN account, or like a Japanese store account. Like, don't have to pay for PlayStation Plus or anything like that. Just had to, like, set up with an email. Wish we would have scored. Still working on, still new to this, to work on chat and play at the same time. So hopefully my sim works out well. Oh, hey, thank you very much. Yeah, no problem. I try to be helpful where I can. Where did I buy it? Yeah, Japanese PlayStation Store. There's also always the ability. Yeah, I'm losing words. You could buy it on disc. Like, you can import it. Like, if you find it on eBay. That's how I did the 2019 game on PS4. But that had been out for a while, so it was pretty cheap. When I was looking, before I bought this digitally, I was looking at just getting the disc, and it was actually going to cost more. It was going to be like $100 to buy it brand new and ship it. There we go. Because, yeah, I was a little, like, didn't get it with the buying it on the online. Like, buying it digitally, and then once I figured it out, it was, yeah, maybe took 20 minutes. Not on PC, on PS5. I believe it is in, like, the Japanese Steam store on PC, but I don't know. Like, I know that's region locked, or I'm almost positive it is. So you might need a VPN for that. There we go. Delete that one. crush that one. That'll score 2. No, yeah. I get it. Like I said, there is a PS4, a 2019 game that's still, like, it looks phenomenal. It still plays really well. It doesn't have this exact mode, but it does have some of the high school baseball. You just play as single player, like career mode, for a 1-year, like, high school career. But then, like, you can get drafted and then move that onto, like, their road to the show. And yeah, those are on eBay. Like, you could probably get it under $30 shipped to the US at this point, or wherever you might be. And it's nice that consoles are not region locked anymore. And now we're back rolling. Candidly, drank probably too much coffee this morning, and like my left hand for the stick is a little off. I'm a little twitchy. So pop-ups and grounders might be very possible right now. Oof, that's such a good pitch. All right. Oh, I did not think that ball was going to move that much. Wow. Ah. It's a little off the end of there. Nope. That was bad. Jeez, that's such a good slider. Glad he hung that one. Woo! Getting into mercy rule territory. That's good. Get back on track. It's time for the summer tournament. Ugh. Just gotta be patient. Oof. That was a really good pitch. That hurts. Whoops. Not that he can't finish, but I do want to get other pitchers in there. Get Kosugi some reps. Did not mean for him to go 99 pitches. Good thing his cold zone is right down the middle. This should be to end it. End it with a mercy rule. Game end. There we go. Oh, thank you so much for the likes. I really appreciate it. It's so helpful. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. Oh, we don't get any rep for equal win. That's fine. I actually don't want our rep to outpace our play too much. Hey, no worries. You're right on time. This is Professional Baseball Spirits 2025 on PS5, the Japanese like MPB baseball game. But I am playing the like high school manager mode. We'll do books. Oh, actually, I want to get the squeegees out. Let's do some consumables. I don't know what that means. Shots. I feel like this is a contact thing. So let's get this to Akamatsu. And this was I think that's right. Ooh, I don't. Lost track of what this one does. So we will give it to. Okay, oh, so it's a pitcher's one. We'll give it to Kurogane. How bad are the micro? I have not experienced any, so I would say not at all. Like I feel like there are like, it does have its own like Diamond Dynasty, so I'm assuming that would probably have like, you know, microtransaction gotcha stuff in it, but I don't touch it. I know you can buy like consumable boosts, I think, with like real money, but you don't have to. It's very playable without it. I've never even come close. You never even had the thought to buy anything. Special thing and store. Another practice match. I feel like we're coming up on finals and then training camp. Getting to be summer season. Yeah, seriously. We'll take on the So-So team. They're from Hokkaido. That's fun. I feel like my next save I might do from there. So when you're setting up your team, you get to pick your region of Japan that you want to play out of, and like it affects like tournament play and stuff. So it's like we're in Tokyo, so we have one of the hardest ones to go through. Like there's really good teams and a lot of games to play. But if you pick like a lesser one, you can get through like to national levels with less games played. But then you might like have less local players to. I shouldn't even say choose from. Like there's a little bit of recruiting, but it's pretty small. You can maybe recruit like 2 people in an off season, and there's no guarantee that they'll come. Godokiyama is his second year. He'll be here longer. Oh, it failed? That stinks. So how does recruiting? During the off season or like in the winter, so like as it's leading up into like spring and missions, I'll in the like training menu. So like where it's like got the blues and the green like training selectables, there will be like every now and then one will come up to recruit, and then it'll give me areas of Japan that like I can recruit in. So like last year for our first year, we only could recruit at home in Tokyo, and then it'll just give you a list of players that are that are available to like make a recruiting pitch to. So it's very bare bones, and you might get and like the better you are, like the more regions you can unlock, the more information you can unlock. I believe recruiting is how we got our first year pitcher Fukudome. And maybe one other player. Might be our backup catcher. But yeah, it's very limited in nature, which I think kind of like helps. It definitely helps with like the theming. The fact that it is, it is a high school. You only get, and I think, how it is over there is like powerhouse schools can recruit players and get people to come and like live in the dorms and stuff like that. But if you're just like a local school, like you're just going to get who shows up. And that's definitely how your team like starts. Your first, they are not good. Let's take on these Hokkaido. I wonder if we're traveling. That'd be cool. Now we're at home. Not that there's any difference. All that there's only one high school like practice field. I think maybe like the dirt can change. Because our field's actually gotten better. Like when you start off, it's like covered in like weeds and stuff. All right. Let's go 3 in a row before training camp for summer tournament. You have to maintain. Yes, like through consumables, you do. It's not like super restrictive, I guess I should say. Like it'll upgrade and downgrade a little bit over time. But the big jumps come from status. So like how we're like a D-rated team, when we move up to a C-rated team, we'll get like an instant boost that'll just like bring it up to a whole level. You got it. Why don't we have javelin? Why don't we have games like this? Yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping it starts, but instead, like, I don't know, I guess because they think we need open world is what I'm hearing now. That every game thinks like, oh, you need open world because you need like a 2K My Player. Oh, come on. Oh, that's on me. Just bad controllering. All right, see if we can double them up. Sinker down and away. Ground ball. Throw it again. Ground ball. Slurve. Strike out. That's fine. All right, he's getting a lot better because either he's getting better or I'm getting better because we were hitting a lot more of those best pitches. Really starting to get a rhythm. Yeah, no, I agree. That the open world thing is definitely sarcastic. Like, I don't understand why that's like the obsession. Well, I do understand because it makes money, and it's like, I believe it uses like bullying culture and FOMO culture. It's why like I do not play the show anymore, or sorry, not the show, 2K anymore. And like I've tried, you know, the My Park stuff or whatever like once. I tried it like once a year for like 4 years, and then. You know, the fact that there's like bullying in the game of like if your character looks a certain way or if you do this, like it doesn't matter how good you are at the actual game, like you have to have the cosmetics. I don't know if it's free. Like that would be whether it's on the Japan store or not. I honestly I do not know like whether it's free or not, but I think it's a lot of fun. Yeah, I don't know what like the PSN or the Japan like PS Plus schedule looks like. Ooh, get down. Ah. And like I think the PS4 disc version should probably be pretty available on eBay at this point for a lot cheaper, but it just doesn't have this manager high school thing, but it has like it's the same gameplay. Their high school mode is just single player, like single career. Unless you paid her. Yeah, And then once they made like the whole like you have to basically buy the VC on day one to have like to be able to play it. You can't just like pick up and play. Like I felt like that was so predatory. And then making like if you want to play with your group of friends, like everybody has to have their guy like their My Player ready to go. And it seems like the industry is learning that that's the way to do business. So now it sounds like college football and FIFA are gonna go that way too. At least that's the rumor. Nah. I shouldn't have gone. I almost got doubled up on that. Ugh. All right, score at least one more this inning. That's not the way to do it. There's a lot of cold zone, Sanpei. Got lucky he lost control there. Oh, I wanted it to go. Base running's a little touchy. That's maybe my one don't love. Previous decade. Yeah, decade or two, man. Because like I also like, and I'll run them on stream sometimes, like the PS2 era. As far as like the simulation, like management modes, doesn't get better. I would say like the PS3 era definitely upgraded on some like quality of life stuff. Because like playing, all right, there we go, 3-0 lead like that. Like I'll play NCAA on PS between like PS2 and PS3, and like stuff like clock running and simming, like if you're only going to play like one side of the ball. Like if you're playing Road to Glory, like single player in like say like NCAA 06, you have to play the entire game. So like that can take a while, and I don't know, and there's no like clock running and stuff like that, like the kill clock stuff that didn't come in until like the PS3 era. So like those quality of life changes make a ton of difference, but a lot of like the sim stuff is just so much better. Yeah, I agree. The presentation in this is really good. Like, it feels arcadey playing. Like, there's not a lot of weight to the players, I will say. It kind of feels a little too PS2-y in that way. If you ever play like a PS2 sports game, like where everybody kind of feels like weightless and they're kind of just like moving around on the screen. Not to say it's like a full-blown complaint. It just takes a little bit of getting used to. Yeah, he moved him over. Got lucky there. Not a good hit. Not a good hit. Oh, Fleury's not happy. Let's just get him in there. I feel like he hasn't been playing enough. More just waiting to rely on him in the tournament since he's the third year. I forgot about that. I love his curveball. That's so good. I forgot he had that. Yeah, I agree on the show needs to step it up. I mean, there's a lot the show does well. Like, I don't like disparaging it too much because I think they do a lot of stuff really well. Get him. Oh! Already had him. Yeah, they're just like some minor quality of life stuff I would definitely change with the show. Like, I think international free agency. Like, honestly, I feel like they need to integrate Japanese baseball. Like, with how much of the league is, or how much like Japanese baseball is playing like into the league now with like Shohei and Yamamoto. Sorry, I had like a little stroke there. I feel like they should like. I would hope like when the next time they do storylines, because like I love the Negro League stuff. I just and like the year before when they did the Jeter in addition, I wish I'd also do like a Shohei mode. Like, why not at this point? But do like, or an Ichiro. And get like the Japanese licenses in there. But ooh, get through. Let's see what we got. Look up a trailer for the new. So, is there a new one coming out, like a 2026? Because I know this is a. That I guess it's time. I mean, I just know they went through like a 5-year gap the last time. It was like a 2019, 2020 before they made this one. But yeah, I do love the graphics. This on a system, yes, it's on PS5. Yeah. They did. They had a Tokyo Dome. It's honestly the one reason I'm considering getting the show is like the WBC and have literally playing. I will play all of my Diamond Dynasty games in Tokyo Dome if that's the case. Like for mini seasons and stuff. Oof. That's got some pace. Yeah, leave him. I don't trust any of my base runners. Yeah, I was leaving loaded. Alright, that's fine. Let's go 2. Okay, well, at least we scored 2. That's fine. I'll take that trade-off. Let's get our backup catcher in. Pinch it. Nope, he got out. That's fine. Still want to get Fukudome reps. Just trying to train him up because he might be our ace next year. And which next year means come right after summer tournament because then Kosaka is going to retire. Okay, e-ball. I will check it out. Oh, that's interesting. They're going to go with the e-baseball name because like e-football is their what PES turned into for soccer. So I will check that out as soon as I'm done. Thank you for the heads up. Because I know it looked like a few weeks ago just to see if there was a new game coming out with the new season. Which I know this game came out like mid-baseball season. I think that's why they made it 24-25 because it was like more than halfway through. Which I kind of respect. And then they just did a roster update. Didn't cost anything. Like they just had a 2025 roster update. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, oh, I'm gonna get caught. Get back, get back, get back. Okay, we're good. That would make sense if it's a WBC game. Because I know they had a different, like a Power Pros WBC that was... I played it on Switch and it wasn't very good. But it was also way after it was like supposed to be out. Like it was way, way, way late. I was just like browsing the Switch store for sports games one time and found that and it was just like nothing. I'm gonna walk him. Oh, wow. Oh, that's why he walked him. Wow. Yeah, Senpai might have to move down in the order. He's kind of struggling. I'll fix that after this game. Not a happy guy. It's a chance to end it with a mercy rule. Probably only need one raw. Oh, yeah, because it's a 6, so 7 might make sense. PC only. No, this is a PS5. You just have to buy it through the Japan store, which is not too difficult. Just have to look it up. Like I found it on like a YouTube tutorial. think actually easier to get on PS5 than Steam, because I think Steam is actually location locked. New time slot. Just trying something a little different. A little coffee ball today. There really is no such thing as a schedule for me yet, but we're working on it. We'll get there. Gameplay not bad. No, I think it's fun. I've heard some complaints. It's arcadey. Like, it is very much a Konami game. But I'm not really bothered by it. Oh, I forgot to change my picture. That's fine. You got to hit. All right, come on, Captain. Get the job done. Or take... All right. Poor guy. All right, best hitter on the team. Let's get the job done. Oh, pitcher's rattled. That's game. Okay, I've heard... I'm aware of M. Frisk. I definitely have seen his videos. So yeah, I will check that out. You know, jailbreak? No, you do not. Nope. PS5's not region locked, or PS4. Like, they stopped region locking these, so you just have to acquire the game either through like the PS Japan store, or you can import the disc. Like, you can get it on eBay. I don't know how much they're running for now. I know when I got this like a year ago, it was going to be like $100 to get a brand new disc because the game had just come out, so that was a little unreasonable. But so and once I figured out how to do this, like buy it through the shop, it was easy. But yeah, no longer region locked, which is nice. Odd question. I think they still listen. No, they do. They absolutely do. There's discs. Because yeah, that's what I was looking to do, was considering importing it. Okay, $55 on PlayAsia. Yeah, that makes sense. And honestly, like, if somebody could pick it up in Japan, I bet exchange rate wise, like buying it in the store would probably come out cheaper. Do scouting day, pitching day. Oh, I want to change my lineup before, just in case we play any more games. Who's hitting better? Because that was kind of hitting well. Yeah, we'll move him up to 6. I'm good with that. The only thing I don't love about, if I had to like nitpick one thing in lineups, is you can't do left-right splits for starters. You can only get one lineup. And I don't know that there's a way to know, like, to make changes on the fly, like before a game starts, whether the pitcher's going to be right or left-handed. Because it does have like different stats for left and right against. My biggest nitpick. Boys had a great day. It's July, summer season. Leighton, thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate it. Training camp time. Just a short one, though, because since at the 6th, that draw day. Yep. Coming up on summer tournament. Ugh. Get a little nervous. Expectations are higher. Let's run. No, then we'll lose that. That's fine. I don't know what to do. Yeah, we'll lose the. Oh, Dutch. Training camp. I can do them all. Ha. I'm an idiot. All right, I'm going to save the rest one because we might get a power up. And that goes good after rest. This is what color do we want our cheering section to be? Red. That's our secondary color. Right, so is that the scouting montage? So that's not scouting. This is training. But scouting will show up in the off season, like between like November and January, in that same bar. Instead of doing a training, I can pick a scouting. So I went with fielding practice, scrimmage, another fielding practice. Because if you pick the same training, it stacks the effects. So I always try to stack. And then weight training and, I guess, long toss. Did you just translate it? Yeah, it's a little bit both. Like anything that's like color coded, I pretty much have memorized. But anything that's like straight up text, I definitely have to use the Google Translate on the phone. All right, we had a good train. All right, summer lottery. We hope we get lucky, because if we get a powerhouse, we're just done. And this is a single elimination. Ebisu commercial. Have we played them? I do not remember. I'm trying to find out. These are all the teams we've played. Oh, they're a weak team. All right. So we should get an easy game for the first tournament game. That's huge. What do we got here? Today is Tanabata. So I guess it's a holiday? And I hope we can participate in the Koshin tournament. So we make it all the way to nationals. I just hope we can get out of like locals. She gives the player, or manager gives the players handmade charms, so nice. And yeah, this is one and done. Our third years will retire as soon as our summer is over, so pressure's on. Like, now I'm emotionally invested, now that we're a full, like, year plus in. And I've been developing these guys. I think at least our pitcher, catcher, and first or second baseman are likely to get drafted. Yeah, Bisu's a weak team. Still gotta lock in though. I feel like he's getting some pace. That sinker looks so much faster than it used to. High and tight with the fastball. Down and away sinker so we can get the ground ball or an easy second strike. I'll get the put away slurve. Not that I love coming inside on a righty, but he can do that. Probably go same sequence. That'll work. Whew. Change up down. Set that slurve away. See if we can get him to chase. Bam. There we go. Yeah, now that we're in an official game, because it's been all practice games up to this point, I love the crowd. All right, I don't know if anybody's a Final Fantasy VII fan, but please tell me if you think this song sounds like the Junon March, like the parade scene. right underneath. I thought it was coming down. I thought that was a sinker. That stinks. Just one of our best hitters. Oh, right through it. So close. No. I don't want to not have a lead. Let's go one power swing, see if we can hit one over. Oh, I thought he had it. Had the pop. That'll work. Sorry, lock in a little bit because this is an official game, so I'll be kind of in and out of chat. But why does this look better than the show? Yeah, the presentation's so good. And yeah, want to get this game, I get it. Oh, come on. Patience, patience. Eat that one. Couldn't actually eat it. It's a little twitchy. That's a good first inning. Now they're doing better without me. That's good. Tomatoes up. We're going to go for it. Let's see if we can hit a grand slam. He's nervous. Oh, so close. Is that going to get there? Crack this one open. Let's go. Not on PC, on PS5, but at least I'm playing it on. It is on PC. I think it's Steam or Steam Store, but region locked. No, they do. It's great. I love the middle bat sound. The wood bats sound really good in this too. Just the sound in general is really good in this game. Like, I love the presentation. Running it up now. I will let him go 5. He can hit, but we'll pinch hit him anyway just to get somebody else in. Might actually do a double switch here. I do want to get this backup catcher some reps. That's okay. Yeah, the catcher was the best position player we got as a first year. Stay. Such a pull hitter. There we go. Just get down. All right. Yep, looking good now. Hammers it. That might end it. Yep, game over. 11-0 mercy rule. Let's go. Kosaka with the complete game 5-inning performance. First round of the Tokyo tournament. Done and dusted. Fukuzawa is named the Kanto calculator. So we went from Tokyo to Kanto. Nice. Anybody else? And we're saying Tamada could be a high draft pick. Okay. Good for him. Let's go rest. Oh no, we do special rest. And stamina. Yeah, I'm good with that. You're just hoping we can get a few rounds where we can dodge some really big teams, because we will get exposed fast once we start playing like the powerhouses, but we can just get through a few. All right, we got a so-so. We can beat a so-so. And 5 innings plus a day off means Kosaka is back to full strength. The pitching stamina and like recovery in this is nuts. Like you'll just run the same kid. Like I don't have a rotation. I have an ace, and that's how they do it in Japan. Like kids will throw back-to-back like 100 pitch days. It's kind of insane. But now that we're getting into back-to-back days, I will try to give him rest where I can if we have good leads. And the rest of our staff isn't bad. Like I've had way worse in this game and other saves. Sinker. So you can set up that sinker slurve combo. Yeah, no, seriously. Changeup's starting to work. It's still not like considered a good pitch, but it's kind of working. Get there. Ah. We tried. Put that in a good spot. Our outfielders aren't that fast. Those slow rollers can be tough, too. Double them up. No, none? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Foul. There we go. Woo! Is this online? Like playing online? No, this is just single player. But available online, like to purchase, yes. PSN or PS Store and Steam, but both Japan stores. Lead off base hit. Oh, lead off base hit. We're not. Nope, we're good. Oh, another big pull from Akamatsu. He's getting another one. Just gotta be patient. Oh my gosh. hammering it. Just all right. That's fine. At least that's in play. He's crushing those. Foul. It's worth the one strike. Power swing. Go back to contact. See if we can get him on base. Oof. Get down. All right, that's fine. We'll take a base hit there. There's two on the board. Didn't adjust. It does have franchise mode. I have not really touched it because I think that's where there's going to be just too much Japanese for me. Because that'll like involve like doing business, like if you're talking about like contracts and stuff, and like managing major and minor leagues. But this operates like a high school dynasty mode, so that's enough for me. There we go. That's great start. Just keep running it up. Now we give up a run. I kind of want to let him hit because we only have so many pinch hitters. He's a better hitter than most of. Yeah, like that. Let's get Okayama in there. Chance to end it, I guess. Just turn on it quick. All right, there's a double. Seventh inning, sixth. So yeah, I think one more ends it. Get over. Oh. What? Why did he? Oh. I don't know why he just stood there. That was scary. All right, he's going to make it. I think he's going to make it. I think he's going to make it. Yeah, he made it. Woo. All right, another mercy rule. And we get a little rep. Love that. if I've ever had convenience store before. That's a new one. Do that, and scrimmage. Yeah, when you have players graduate that don't go on to play pro ball, they'll get like jobs or go to school, and then that unlocks like other areas in the RPG stuff. So like one of my old players works at this convenience store, and he will hook me up with a magazine, and then Fukudome took it and it made him better. So yeah, I love the RPG elements for the progression systems. Oh no, what's wrong with Kosaka? We don't like that. He actually hurt himself? Or I think his mood and stamina are down. That's not good. I guess we got another so-so. That's scary. Alright, he only lost like a tiny bit off his like starter stamina, so hopefully we can get a big lead and I can just take him out early and get him rested up for tomorrow. No, seriously, yeah, we gotta go to the onsen. Yeah, the funniest thing is like when it comes to RPG stuff is like sports games are at their best are RPGs. Especially like I guess maybe not like if you're talking like the online and like PvP stuff, but any single player mode, it is an RPG. You're either playing as a player or as like the coach or the owner or whatever. So I feel like it just needs to be embraced. Alright, that works. Nothing wrong with a little pop-up. Just inside with the fastball. Sinker, and then take inside with the slurve. There we go. Nice. Get a lead here. I haven't necessarily seen like the motions and stuff, but one thing that's really cool is dynamic crowd size. Because it's like the student section will always be full in these games, but like the farther you go in tournaments, the more like the rest of the crowd fills out. And if I remember right, it's really noticeable at Koshin Stadium because that's a full like ballpark. Like that, it's where the Tigers in Osaka play, the Hanshin Tigers, and so it's got seats like all the way wrapped around. I think like the early rounds, it's like not very full, but then once you get like the quarters and semis, it's packed. No, I've heard people have been saying whether or not it's free, so like it might be on like the Japan store right now. I don't know. I bought this about a year ago at full price, just because I really wanted to play it. All right, let's take a load it up. Try for the power swing. That should drop though. both get there. It's going to go for third. Yep. All right. All right, there's our 3. Why did I mean? That's just the way it's set up, like the way their PCI system works. Yeah, I guess I don't know how to, because like this is where I'm not like necessarily gaming articulate enough, but like it has its trade-offs. Like just because you can see it doesn't mean it's necessarily super easy. And it's not always a guarantee that that's where it will end up. It just kind of, yeah. And like with the PCI being a lot smaller, I guess, like the bat like mechanism is tiny. So you have to kind of match up with like where it's a trade-off. And I don't know which one is necessarily easier. Maybe with this you get to put more balls in play, but I feel like you don't really miss that much in the show either. So I feel like it just kind of evens itself out. Yeah, 5-run first inning is huge. There we go. Oh yes, love this. All right, we'll take him out. Let's get Fukudome in there. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so I will check out the eBaseball thing. I didn't even hear that was coming out. So I wonder if it's just like eFootball where it's like mostly just online, like exclusive. So it may not have like as many features if I'm just going by like what the free version of Konami's football game is, or like soccer game is. Does that end it? I think that ends it. There we go. All right, on to round 4. Home center. That should give us some field upgrades. And we'll do the special pitch. Binoculars, so I guess for scouting, I don't know, I feel like that. It's just a consumable. Everybody's excited about summer vacation, so moods are up. What we got here? All right, a mid-tier. Nakano Commercial High. I think we'll just try to make it through the Metropolitan rounds. See if we can make it all the way through. And that'll be today's stream. Hey, what's going on, Ken? How we doing? Ooh, that. Hate when I get robbed by the sliding catch. Yeah, happy Friday. Got a little coffee ball going in the summer tournament. We'll stay one. I went for the power swing. That's fine. We'll take a base hit. Can't remember if it's who gets the advantage when it's raining. Like, it has an effect. I just don't remember what it does. How you get aluminum? This is high school baseball, so everybody plays with aluminum bats. This game has pro and high school like modes. There we go. Score 2. And Japan. So yeah, Japanese high school baseball. All fictional for this mode. Like it's got real MPB teams and like players. Like that's all licensed, but this is like a fictional like generated. Yeah, someone was just telling. I didn't even realize. I had looked a couple of weeks ago to see if there was an update for a new game because this is still 2025. But I heard e-baseball. I'm gonna check it out after stream. Got our 3 runs. There we go. Can you switch it? No, you cannot switch menu. There's like a few. There's an English option that I have on, and it like has some like titles in English, but otherwise no. It's and I just use Google Translate. Google Translate and a little bit of memorization by just kind of knowing like there's a little bit of repetition, and luckily a lot of color coding. Oh no. Don't love that. Why did he slow toss it? Okay, got away with one. Did not think we were going to turn that. Man, we hit the home run. Nice. All right, love that. Up to 7. Alpha Moon has trained. Okay, similar to the Power Pros. That makes sense. Is it WBC gate like teams? Oh no. Guys, come on. 2 outs. Just get him out of this inning and then we can take him out. Oh, so slow. So slow. Nope. All right, 2 strikes. Oh, I thought he caught the corner. There we go. Whew. That's fine. He didn't mind him hitting anyway. Take 1 power swing, see if we can break this one open. Oh! Oh, wow! That's huge! Whew! Did not think that was getting over. Get Kurogane in there. Full version. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Got through the bases loaded. I am going to Kurogane for Koiwa and leave Maruoka in the game, since we have a pretty big lead. I didn't actually mean for him to hit again, but kind of lost track where we were. Double play ends it? Game is better than the show. I definitely think I think a lot of people disparage the show. Like, I feel like people don't give it enough credit for how good of a baseball game it actually is. But I do really enjoy it. Do I think it's better? Yeah, there's trade-offs. I really think there are. No. You guys were like right on top of each other. Like I didn't. Yeah, you're good. Yeah, I think I do personally enjoy it a little bit more. This mode, I think, is the best like game mode in sports games right now. I don't find myself like the next closest is maybe like EAFC, especially if you like do like a Road to Glory like low tier save and you grow a team over time. But even then, because you can always just like constantly trade in and buy new players, you're not necessarily growing like homegrown, where this one forces you to. I just feel like it's so like you can just get so invested into these teams. Oh no. I gotta lock in. I can't blow this. Good team. I don't think I ever played the mobile one for this. Or if I have, it's been a long... Oh, no. Oh. Fielding and throwing are the same. So I just went early. You have to like actually have the ball before you can choose to throw. You can't preload a throw. That's what I did there. That's a good take. There we go. All right, one more. There we go. All right, we're fine. Whoo! That was getting a little scary. That's like right on 2 hours of play, and I don't want to. I feel like things are getting a little bit tougher there, so I feel like I'm going to call it, just so I can have a little bit more to play next time in this tournament, just in case. So, you know, things are going to start getting tough now. We'll get the save in. Modded like this high school thing? No, this is just a game mode. If that's what you mean. Yeah, I think this is like the best game mode in sports games right now. Like, it's very simple, but I think, like, as far as like the management that you can do, but I think it fits the like narrative of it being in high school. Like, as a high school coach, you only get so many resources. Can we get this game in the States? Through a Japanese store. So like, I have it on PS5. You can buy it through like the Japanese PS store, or import it. Like, there's no region lock if you want to get the disc. You just have to like set up an account on PSN Japan, like whatever that website is. There's tutorials and stuff. That's how I did it. It's available on Steam on PC, but that one I think is a little bit more friction because I think you have to use like a VPN. Because I know if you find the page like in the Steam store, it says it's not available in your area. Let's see if there's any other. Maybe we'll peek at training real quick. Not that I'm planning on changing anything mid tournament, but maybe we'll see if we can up his pitch, his E pitch a little. Someone's getting a little bit better. That's fine. I actually wonder, like, now that we're kind of near the end, can I just like up his stamina recovery? His stamina's getting better. I just want to keep working on that because he has to start soon. Yeah, it's a good game. Like, they've always done a good job. I know it gets a lot of like flack for the stuff that they could do better, but I feel like it gets lost in the sauce a little bit, like how good of a baseball game the show actually is. Not too imbalanced there. He's our catcher. I'm fine with him just getting better contacts. Though I do ride for old MVP from that era. Yeah, I get that it does feel... I think there are like minor improvements that could be made. Like, I think international free agency is like one of the biggest things as a franchise player that they need to fix. Like, you shouldn't only be able to get gens through the draft, and the draft system is kind of like the scouting is so like that kind of sucks. In NCAA baseball, I guess I just feel like that's still kind of like such a somewhat of a niche sport that I understand why it doesn't get the run, but I'm not gonna like fight anything against getting any kind of new sports game. I think he's a third year. That's fine. Just leave him where he is. Yeah, just work on your hitting. Oh, that's gonna be rough. Go to Fukuzawa to Kono when he graduates. Ugh. Yeah, and like with the fact that like having college in the yeah, I could see that, or at least like in the recruiting. So it was like back in the old Madden days, which is something I wish they would bring back. But like when you were in the off season and you could recruit or scout, you could play like college all-star games. Like somehow I wish that would be a part of like scouting. Yeah. I'm trying to remember when it was, because like in my mind it's like 08, but I'm sure they had it maybe even back in 06. But yeah, it was like in like leading up to draft season, you could play like the All-Star Bowls, or at least like one game with like the recruits. And that was even if you didn't like import from the NCAA game. But yeah, like importing draft classes is sorely missed. This kind of does that, except it only does it with your team. So like even if you're playing like really good against other good high school teams, it doesn't export those players. Maybe there's a way to if I understood the menuing a little bit better, but as far as I'm aware now, you can only export your own players. Yeah, I remember those with the Maddens. Those were, and you always had to like reshuffle because it was just like, I mean, you just had to like wait until you got a Hall of Famer in the position that you wanted. I remember like just constantly re-rolling until you get that. Consumables. What's binoculars? we got that from the hardware store. Reveals data on heavy near. Can't do that right now. Oh, actually, maybe. Oh yeah, I can't use it right now. Yeah, I can see that. Like, kind of going with that out of the park stuff. I don't mind it being a little bit more accessible. Because like I feel the same way about like between like FIFA and Football Manager, or like EAFC and Football Manager. Like I understand those are like more in depth, but like I don't know at what point it feels like it's kind of too much to be. But I don't disagree that it at least should be an option. I feel like if it was like switches, that wouldn't be bad. Because like the technology's there. I don't know. And I also feel like there's a difference between like a game being mostly text based and like minimal like assets versus like having something be fully playable. I feel like there has to be a trade-off there. I don't know. Not to say that like I'm trying to back the like corporations that make the games that are not making as good as they can. I just try to like be understanding where I can in terms of what's achievable. Yeah, I do agree with that with scouting. Like I do, and I think like international free agency, just because of how big of a. And I thought it was going to be the case last year when they did the whole triple cover thing, and like with Ellie De La Cruz being, how they like introduced him. It was like, oh no, but he just like came through the Reds. It's like no, but how did he get there? It's because he's he came through like the DR. I thought that was like the point, and then no, that had nothing to do with it. Because like when they had like the multiple pathways, it was like Skeens went to college. And, like, I guess Gunnar didn't. But then, like, Ellie, it's like, well, what makes him different? Because he didn't go to college. It was like, no, but he came through international free agency. And then they don't address that. Mission. Well, I mean, the thing with internationals, though, too, a lot of times it's low risk, high reward. I don't know if that kind of messes things up. But that's also where I kind of wish they had different routes. Like, I also wish you could get Japan now that that's such a bit like such a big outlet, but it would just cost more money, like to do like hosting fees and stuff like that. But the fact that it plays such a big part on the league now, like yeah, with the fact that like how Shohei went down and Yamamoto and Sasaki, and then you got the weird stuff like what happened with like Murakami. As far as like how he scouted out, I feel like stuff like that would be interesting. Like make it make it the show. Oh yeah, definitely. Just have it, or like yeah, you could just have like Japan. Like even if it was just that, like I would like call it like an all-star team. It doesn't have to be licensed. Like it's one thing that I think like 2K got right to an extent. It was like they'll have like international players in the draft, and like sometimes you can't bring them over. Like it'll warn you like, hey, they still have 2 years left on their Euro contract. So it's like you can draft them now, and you'll have their draft rights, but you're not getting them right away. I feel like, but it's not like licensed like EuroLeague teams or anything like that. It just says like they play in Europe. It's gonna be like they play in Japan. Here's what it takes. Yeah. A lot of that ESPN stuff was good. And then weird how like, and then like when they jumped around to like the other, because even like some of the early like ESPN wasn't bad. Like when they would like take over for the like presentation, that was always kind of solid. And that, oh, the ESPN, yeah. I probably need to get my hands on that and do like a stream series on that one at some point. I actually like never played it a ton. I had a friend that had it at his house. It's like the only really experience, but I never owned it. I was always like I kind of stuck with Madden. Oh, appreciate the follow. Thank you. Oh yeah, but then I'll usually like go in and fix that. It has a little bit in this too. Like usually when I get first years, especially if they're impressive, I'll like upgrade their stuff because they have like selectable. You can modify like all your. That's not. This no. where I'm trying to memorize the menuing. There we go. Yeah, so I can change like the bat. And like it has this generic whatever the KS is, like I think that's just like in game, but then I can get like the SSK or the Zets or the Mizunos. So like I always usually first years. The only crappy thing is gloves for pitchers. I think it's like Japan baseball rules. Where is his? But like for outfield, I can get like the cool SSK glove. Huh, that was weird. I guess that's the only one for this. But...
Oh, did we? Did I lose Mike again? Oh, we're in headset mic. So sorry if the. I think on that, if that's gonna not be good, I am just gonna call it there. But thank you guys for joining today. This has been awesome. I don't know exactly when we'll be back, but if you follow and get the alert, see me streaming, we'll be finishing out the summer tournament. So we will catch you later. Thanks for joining. Cheers.